Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is it really true? Is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Guys, everyone and anyone knows I'm the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass, guys, because 32 years ago, July 27th, I was a dumbass. But today, through the grace of God, I can honestly say now I'm a smartass. Yes, the word ass is in the Bible at least 40 times, and it means donkey, and that's what I was. Guys, you know, we've all had the roughest few years of our lives, right, all over the world, and unfortunately a lot of people didn't make it, and a lot of people are still struggling. So I want everyone out there to know that I'm listening, okay? You all need to know somebody is listening to you. I'm a recovery coach. I'm a nutritional health coach. All my services to you are free. And guys, if you think my book can help someone, you can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, and then Archway Publishing, Barnes & Noble, BAM, it's Amazon, it's everywhere, okay? You can go to my website, www.geripetito.com, and please subscribe to the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel. A lot of cool things are going on. I want to give a shout out to a few of my sponsors right now. One of them is incredibly amazing what they do. SOS for Life, the number 4. They're having their second annual benefit event, Christmas Feels Like Home. It's held at Vinyl Lab in Vinyl Lab, Nashville, December 9th, guys. All the proceeds go to help children, whatever their needs are, okay? It doesn't matter. www.christmasfeelslikehome.com, www.sos4life.org, and they are going to help any child, guys, that needs help. So please, please, please check them out, okay? I mean, there's a lot of children out there, unfortunately, that need a lot of help, whether it's physical, mental, you know, maybe they're sick, but all the money goes to help these children, okay? So that's the sponsor, those two that I want to mention today. So, guys, I have a very special guest co-host with me here today. This guy's a legend, an incredible friend, and you'll all know him by the group and the song that's in the Hall of Fame now. But I'm going to introduce him, and he's going to tell you that. Everybody, Ken Brady.
Thank you, Geri. Hi, guys. Sure good to see you and glad to meet you. My name's Ken Brady. I'm out of Cincinnati, Ohio. My group was called The Casinos and recorded a wonderful hit record of Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye, which is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I'm really sorry to have to say, but I'm the only one left of this wonderful group, and I continue to keep the legacy of this group alive, and I will until I'm no longer here. And then we'll all be together with our Savior, and we'll sing it all together there. So anyway, I'm really proud to be here. Every time I come through New York or New Jersey, I always stop to see my dear friend Geri. She's a sweetheart. She's a lovely lady. She's here to help the human race. She does everything she can to save people. And you just can't find a wonderful lady. I just love her to death, and she means so much to me. So we're going to have a good show here tonight. I'm anxious to find out a little bit more about you guys. And I know you sing my song, and I might even sing that along with what's...
So let me introduce my two incredible guests, right?
Sweetly.
So, okay. WOLFE Milestone, first of all, he's no stranger to my show. Okay? He's become a good friend. I love you, Wolf. And he's going to talk about all his accolades, but he won a couple more recent awards. I'm just saying, we will talk about that. So, Wolf, first of all, you say hello to everyone. We need his mic on, Ruben. Okay, Wolf, say hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jerry and Bill's show.
So, wait. Okay, I'm going to be funny here. Who's Bill?
Yeah. Which
Isn't
one?
that the guy behind the camera?
Oh, that's Ruben.
Ruben.
Or Ruben?
Okay, Ruben, I'm going to call you Bill now.
You got that right.
All right. So,
She actually
Ruben's
called
my,
me a name that I can agree with.
Ruben's my producer here at Hamilton Radio. So now, I would like to introduce our other guest, who's a good friend of Wolf's, and I hope I say this right. Bo Hoss. Did I say it right?
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
So, Bo,
Yes,
say
ma'am.
hello.
I am Hoss. Hello, guys. Hey, Ken, we'll keep your tribute up. Wolf and I will cover that song of yours if you let us.
Wonderful. That makes my day.
Amazing.
I love the people to
There you
sing
go.
that
Hello,
song.
New Jersey. I'm Bo Hoss. That's Wolf Milestone.
All right.
And we're here on the Geri Petito show.
You're awesome.
Yeah, we'd love to do it.
That's so cool.
That's cool. I can't wait to hear your version of Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye.
So I have an idea.
Yeah, some people are sorry when we do their version.
What? No. they're not.
No. I have an idea before we get into everything, because this show's going to be really cool. But, Wolf, you
Yes.
said you've sang his song, correct?
Yes, I have, and I recorded it years ago.
Okay. So, Ken, I want to put you two on the spot here. Maybe you guys, the both of you, could do a little a cappella together?
I'm always on the spot when I come here, Jerry.
That's true. That part's true, okay? So what do you think, Wolf?
I think it would be an honor to sing and share this song with an icon.
So, all right, boys, take it away.
Kiss me each morning,
morning
for a
for
million years. Hold me each evening
by your
at your side. Tell me you
You
love
love
me for a
for a
million years. Then if it
If it
don't
don't
work
work
out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. All right.
Oh, thank you, boys. Oh, my
Thank you,
God.
Ken.
That wasn't the right key of key.
It
key
doesn't
of
matter. That was beautiful. Thank you. Oh, right here, guys. You heard it right
You,
here.
You're going to have to send me a copy of that, right?
I can do that right after the show. I'll send it down to Jerry.
There you go.
Sounds good to me, pal.
Perfect,
Thank
and
you.
I'll have it too. Thank you. So
Yes.
now, let's start. I want to ask you a couple of questions, and then also Ken will ask you. You guys can talk. But so, tell us what happened this past week with the award show and all that with you guys. Come on.
Well, it was overwhelming with joy, excitement. It's so good to meet finally some people and friends we've known for years but could never gather under one roof. You know, to share this great opportunity at the Country Music Awards. And when we were there, like it was nonstop. Everybody was just so happy, friendly, and of course, there's always somebody in the crowd that's kind of a joker, fun guy, always makes people laugh, and that's Bo Hoss. He had this place just hopping with all his little antics with different things, hiding a golf ball in his shoe and different things. Everybody, we had a wonderful time.
So, do you want to tell us what award you won? How about that?
Yes. Yeah, I'm proud to say I wrote a song. It was called Take Me Back to the Country. And I wrote it and then I recorded it. And that song was the Song of the Year. And I also received Songwriter of the Year for that song.
Far out.
Oh, that's amazing. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. So, would you like to ask a question?
How long have you guys been together doing this wonderful country music?
Not long enough.
Yeah. I hear you. I know, you know, so many people, you know, I've been singing since.
I think it's. Go ahead, Ken. Sorry.
No, I've been singing since I was 10 years old. And, you know, and everybody asks me all the time, Ken, when are you going to do a country song? I've never done a country song.
Oh, wow.
You know, I told a guy, I says, well, you know, I don't have that twang that you have to be good. He says, no, the twang's not it. It's the music itself. It's country. And, you know, so they said I could do that. You know, I have to try that. I've never done one. And I'll be 80 in March. So, so if I can, if I got to sneak a country song in there somehow or another.
You heard him, right, Cindy? Cindy's in the audience, his beautiful wife, right? She's his backbone. Trust me, man.
Oh,
I
boy.
always say we all need a Cindy. So, Cindy, you heard him, right? He's going to try a country song.
Yep, I'm going to.
We'll have to call you Cowboy Ken from now on.
Cowboy Ken,
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh, that's great.
Yeah.
Do you have a cowboy hat? That's all I want to know.
No, I don't have one.
Well, we're
yet.
going to have to
I
get
might
you
have
one,
to get
okay?
one.
All right.
Yeah, I like that one he's good on. I'm going to tell you what, he don't have to worry about getting any rain in his eyes, does he?
Okay.
It's a covering up everything.
So, Bo, what would you like to say to everybody? Come on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ken. We produce a lot of artists around the world, from Ireland to San Diego. I'd like to produce a country song of yours, brother. You
Well-
send me your email, I'll do it for free. That's for sure. And that Wolf is a practical joker. Don't listen to nothing he has to say. And I started singing in the pews at 3 years old. My mommy sang for the boys overseas in World War II and was on the verge of being a famous singer. And she married a Congressional Medal of War hero, and they had a bunch of children, and I'm one of them. And so Wolf and I started singing a duet, well, a quad, about 5 years ago, Wolf.
Yeah, over 5 now.
I think 5. And then just about 2 years ago, we set the world on fire with our rendition of Willie and Ray's 7 Spanish Angels. And that's still driving people nuts and making some people cry.
That's a great song.
So that we've done amazing song and touching. And so we did it with a lot of passion, to really power up that song, those lyrics, the way we felt that they should have been done, or that those boys did it. We didn't want to let Willie and Ray down. We couldn't do that. And since then, Wolf and I have had 6 consecutive duets go #1 on the international charts.
Amazing.
And, we're in the studio halfway through another one now.
It's amazing. I have a silly, silly question, okay? So, growing up listening to country music, I always thought every single country artist was country, right? They were from down south, whatever. Is that correct? Or are there any country singers that are like from New York? I'm serious. Does that ever happen?
Well, that's a really good question, because country itself is kind of a crossover genre.
Okay.
I mean, Bing Crosby sang country here up in Spokane, Washington. Stevie Wonder sang "My Cherry Tree" as a country song. And, Ray said, when people said, how come you want to see country? He said, I am country. So country is a feeling, and it's a story. It's something we all carry with us. I had a whole album called Soul Cowboy where I sang Motown. So it's
Okay.
It's with everybody. I believe that everybody has a country backbone.
Very cool. All right. So now, Wolf, why don't we play one of your songs and then we'll talk about it, okay?
Certainly. Go right ahead. I'd be honored.
Okay. Bill, hit us with a song.
Bill. We got Bill and Daddy.
Yeah, right? Daddy-o.
Daddy over there.
And Cowboy Ken.
Cowboy Ken. I'm gonna send you a country song now.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna go home and I got a friend of mine that writes music. I'm sure you want an original, right?
It don't matter.
Oh,
Bo
don't
and I
matter?
will do it. Bo and I will do anything.
Oh, okay.
All right. He's going to play a song now. Come on, Mr. Bill. Here we go.
Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks.
Make 'em be doctors and lawyers and such.
Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
They'll never stay home and they're always alone.
Even with someone they love. Run with it, Bo.
Them cowboys ain't easy to love and they're harder to hold. And they'd rather give you a song than diamonds or gold.
Those throw bell buckles and old faded Levi's, and each night begins a new day. And if they don't understand them, he won't die young. He'll probably just ride away. We got this, brother Bo. So mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks.
Make 'em be doctors and lawyers and such.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
They'll never stay home and they're always alone.
Even with someone they love. Cowboys like smoky old guru, the clear mountain mornings.
Little warm puppies and children and girls love and night.
And them that don't know him won't like him. And them that do sometimes won't know how to take him.
He ain't wrong, he's just different, but his pride won't let him do things that make you think that is right.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks.
Make 'em be doctors and lawyers and such.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
They'll never stay home and they're always alone.
Even with someone they love. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Make them be doctors, lawyers, and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. They'll never stay home and they're always alone. Even with someone they love.
That was very, very cool, boys, and I love the cowboy hat, baby.
Yeah, but
See, Ken,
Yeah.
that's how you become a cowboy. You put a cowboy hat on.
that's it. Huh? Well, I'm going to get one when I get home.
And listen, I got to rectify something on that song. That's Bo and I actually doing a duet again.
Yeah.
That wasn't just me. It was Bo's idea that we should do this song. So I said, "Are you sure?" He says, "You want to ride with me, kid?"
Well, you did fine. Great song.
Thank you,
And
Ken.
I know that song. Yeah. Yeah. So
See, your country. Here you go.
got it in my blood. I just got to get it out.
So I know I've heard all this from you before, Wolf, but I want you to tell everyone listening, and then Bo, I want you to tell everyone listening. So go back as far as you can remember to when you knew music was going to be your thing, and I want to know who influenced you both in the music industry, please.
Go ahead, Bo.
Well, probably about 1966, singing in my first garage band, and we had 5 or 6 neighborhood girls come in and swooning. So that's when I knew. And probably my biggest influences are varied, but like a lot of people, I came from Elvis Presley and the Beatles,
Heck yeah, baby.
and then Johnny Cash, and so that was it.
So I love that. Elvis, the Beatles, and Johnny Cash. I love them all. Very cool. I think you're one of my favorites now. Elvis was right there in your top 3. All right.
You said the right thing.
You said the right thing, baby. You said the right thing. All right, Wolf.
I can still dance like it. I still can still dance like him, but it takes me 3 days to recover.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, get up and do it. All right. So, Miss.
Well, with me again as well. It started at a very young age in the school choir and church choirs. Back then, I was around 8, 9 years old, and of course, my mom, she played the piano, and then she taught me the scales and to do harmony on the piano. So it became really easy for me. And as I got older, going through different stages with being an early teenager, I really picked up a lot of things and ideas, and I knew I wanted to be a singer, come whatever.
So this is a hard question for most people, even for me. Like, do you have a special, amazing favorite song that just resonates with you whenever you hear it? Or do you have many? But do you have that one?
I have many, Jerry. Of course, in the early 50s and 60s, as a teenager growing up, that's what really influenced me to learn a lot of things. There's so many, all the old songs, even like If It Don't Work Out, You Can Tell Me Goodbye. And I've always cherished and loved that song. And I said when
Good answer.
If and when I get a chance to record that song, I'm going to do it because my mother just loved it as well.
Well, that's my favorite,
This is
Right
so
on, Ken.
funny. This is so cool, right?
I can't wait to hear that. I admire people that sing my song because I hear different styles of it, and I love them all because every song has a different corner to it. You can do just about anything with a song you want to, but I've never heard anybody destroy that song. Every verse,
I did it good.
you heard of somebody destroy it?
No, I
For
say
me, my biggest impact song. I'm sorry to interrupt, fellas. Mine's "How Great Thou Art." It's what I
Beautiful.
warm up to. It was my grandfather's and my mother's favorite, and I even had to sing it at my own mother's funeral, which is a tearbreaker. But still,
Oh my gosh.
that's the one that gets me. And then Roy Clark's "Yesterday When I Was Young." And boy, does that feel accurate these days.
So, Bo, you had them sing that at your mom's funeral?
Yeah, that's kind of a reoccurring thing. Somebody dies, they want me to sing about it.
So my father passed away probably.
It was a tearjerker.
My father passed away I want to say 6 years ago now, 7 years, whatever. And I write poetry. So, of course, my speech for my dad was in poetry form, but I gave the funeral home Elvis's gospel CD. They played a couple songs that I told them to play, but then I ended the poem with this, and then they played How Great Thou Art. The poem said at the very end, "But when I get to heaven, the party will start. Elvis Presley will be singing How Great Thou Art." And that's how my dad went out, to Elvis singing it. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Jerry,
Love
I've got
Love it.
an original song that was written by a dear friend of mine. His name was Eddie Snyder.
Okay?
He was the writer of 100 Pounds of Clay and Blue Spanish Eyes and on and on and on. He wrote for songs. And he wrote a song for me and a friend of mine down in Florida.
Beautiful song.
And it's called Save a Place. And I'm going to have Jerry play that for me on a show. And I hope you guys can listen into it when I do it. And it's all original song, and he wrote that especially for us. And we've never, ever really done anything to it. It's when people have a tragedy in a family and stuff like that, my wife does all this, but she sends it out to them for comfort and things of that sort. So,
Are we playing that today?
yeah.
So guys, just so you know, after this show, then I'm going to be interviewing Ken, and it will be live on Facebook. We'll be playing that song.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay?
Yeah, if you can get in, you'll be able to hear this song,
Yeah.
and about 3 of the casino songs I've got in there. But this song is special. I mean, it really is. It's really a cool song. So listen in, you'll hear it. But I know there's so many songs out there that could really touch your heart. So
Before we play your next song, I want to ask
If
you,
they tell the right story.
yeah, yes, they do. All of them do.
before we play the next song, I want to ask you guys if you ever heard of this female, Casey LaCourse. Have you heard of her?
She's awesome.
Yes, uh-huh.
So here's what's so funny and cool about her. So I got to interview her, and she's called the Cowboy Poet. But she's a girl, so I always laugh, and I'm like, but you're my cowgirl poet. She goes, that's okay, I can be your cowgirl poet. She goes, but I'm also a cowboy poet. She is so cool. She's amazing. I'm glad you heard of her.
Yeah, we love her. She played our 7 Spanish Angels on her channel.
Yeah, and then one show I was the artist of the day on her show.
So cool. So, all right, let's play your second song. Okay, Ruben. I love it.
He said it now.
Reuben Bill.
Ruben Bill.
That's it.
My name is Bill. And I'm hungry.
You're from the dark side.
He looked down into her brown eyes and said, say a prayer for me.
She threw her arms around him, whispered, God, keep us free.
They could hear the riders coming. He said, this is my last fight.
If they take me back to Texas, they won't take me back alive.
There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. Yeah. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun.
When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. And 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. She reached down and picked the gun up that lay smoking in his hand. She said, Father, please forgive me. I can't make it without my man.
Yeah. And she knew the gun was empty, and she knew she couldn't win. But her final prayer was answered when the rifles fired again. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun.
They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun.
When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne.
And 7 Spanish angels took another angel home.
There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley
and 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. There's 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun.
They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun.
When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne.
And 7 Spanish angels took another angel home.
And 7 Spanish angels took another angel home.
That was beautiful. Absolutely
yeah.
beautiful. Tell us about that song.
Thank you. Well, it's a passionate song to both of us. We thought about it for a while, and his voice is like glass and mine's like gravel. And we put the two of them together, and we think we came up with a special piece. It's different and it's unique, and we hope Ray and Willie come give us a pat on the back, but we ain't heard yet.
Glass and Gravel. Hey, that's a pretty cool song right there.
They're right there. Write a song about
Glass and Gravel.
Well, actually, Bo and I just started a song in Atlanta.
Yeah, we're ready. Yeah.
about a girl up in the
But you
mountains.
can't say those lyrics on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh.
That was Willie Nelson's song, wasn't it? I met Willie Nelson
Yeah, and Ray Charles.
and
Oh,
Ray Charles.
Yeah,
I never
Willie
met
and
Ray
Ray.
Charles, but I did have the chance to meet Willie Nelson. He's really a cool dude.
Did you guys meet him?
Not yet.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
No,
you're
no, I
in
have
for a
not
treat.
yet. Love to. It'd
Oh,
be
my gosh.
talk about meeting with an icon and a hero. That's that'd be a special time.
Wow.
So, where are you guys located right now? Where are you at?
Well, Wolf's in China, and
Wolf,
and
can you hear us, Wolf?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay.
I just spent the weekend with him, and
Are you in Canada?
Yes, I'm in Brampton, Ontario, Canada, which is about, I say maybe 15 miles from central Toronto.
Where are you at, Bo?
we're in the far northeastern corner of Washington State, where Idaho and Canada come together. We're about 35 miles from the Canadian border, in the middle of nowhere. So,
Oh, wow.
and live on the top of a mountain.
When I was a kid, the
So
casino,
yeah,
we
Wolf
went
and I
on.
have been collaborating for 3,000 miles apart.
When we was kids, we went on tour through Canada. It was a long time ago, so I can't remember any of the clubs we went into, but that was a fun tour. Really, we went up there before it was wintertime, because there's no way you can get me in Canada in the wintertime. If it gets down to 40 degrees in Florida, I put a jacket on. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. I'm aware of how that is. Yeah, I lived in the desert and I lived in San Diego, and 40 degrees, people got a parka.
So
Here I'm out chopping wood at 40 degrees here.
So who have you guys met that really meant something to you guys? Someone that you may have always wanted to meet in the industry, and who have you met? We'll start with you, Bo.
Well, I had the pleasure of being around a lot of musicians. Some of the more famous people weren't musicians, but I would have to say I got to meet Tony Bennett many years ago.
Oh, cool.
I was young and he was Tony, so that was I was awestruck, starstruck. And then I grew up a bunch with the fellas that played with Huey Lewis, and that gave me the inspiration to feel, well, they are great and they are people I know. So I'm on the right track. Just keep singing and see what happens.
Oh my gosh, Huey Lewis and Tony Bennett, baby.
Yeah, it seems. Yeah, pretty crazy. We knew Charles Schultz and Ronald Reagan was at our home, and all these quite a few other people like that who come and go, but they weren't singers necessarily.
Yeah.
But my mother and father were. It was like living with Jeanette McDonald and Eddie singing Indian love song all the time. So those were my famous people.
That's so cool. What about you, Wolf?
Well, being a young man back then, one of my major stars back then, before he became really famous, was Kenny Rogers when he was with the First Edition. And then, of course, he went on to record that song by what's his name? Jesus, I just lost it on my head here. He picked the Fine Time to Leave Me, Lucille. And it's not Don Schultz or Schlitz. And he recorded that song. He picked a Fine Time to Leave Me, Lucille. So I started doing that in The Gambler. And then people started to call me Kenny because I was starting to look like Kenny Rogers. Because back then I was growing the beard and, the longer hair. And yeah, he was one of my big inspirations.
Did you meet him?
Yeah, just the one time.
The one time. Okay, cool.
Before he came famous
Really
on his own.
big.
Yeah. Back then they were known as the First Edition.
Okay.
And then after that they changed their name to Kenny
I've
Rogers.
been singing that song wrong.
Yeah, wasn't there a country
I've
fellow?
been singing that song. I thought it was.
Wasn't there?
I thought it was. You picked a fine time to leave me
Loose wheel.
Loose wheel.
Right.
Where I was going.
That's where I was going to. Loose wheel.
You find time to leave me, loose wheel.
So why don't you guys take a
Trucker
minute
song.
and tell everyone websites, anything, how they can reach out. I mean, get your music. Let's do that now. Wolf, we'll start with you.
Okay, it's not a cliche here. So I'm on YouTube, Spotify, all the platforms there is. And of course, my biggest one is my website, www.wolfemilestone.com. And my email is wolfmilestone@rogers.com.
Okay, Bo?
Pretty much the same thing, independent artists these days, we have to wear all the hats, including salesperson, the one we like the least. And so we're on all the major Spotify music channel, YouTube Music, Apple Music, all of those things that don't pay any money, but you need them for exposure. We're on things like Reverb Nation. We're on YouTube as well. We probably produced over 250 songs and videos on YouTube under Bo Hoss Music or Bo Hoss Videos. And they can find us on websites at bohosscountry.com. And now we're looking at the new .org. I heard there's a new No, they're playing us on over 6,000 radio stations worldwide now, Geri. So, it's almost you could put a pin in the map and find us singing someplace.
So cool. Very cool, very cool. So why don't we play your third song, and then we'll talk about it. All right, Bill.
Perfect.
To all the girls I've loved before, who have traveled in and out my door, I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before.
To all the girls I once caressed, and may I say I've held the best for helping me to grow. I owe a lot, I know, to all the girls I've loved before. The winds of change are always blowing, and every time I try to stay, the winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away.
To all the girls who shared my life, who are now our someone else's wives, I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before.
To all the girls who cared for me, who filled my nights with ecstasy. They live within my heart. I'll always be a part of all the girls I've loved before.
The winds of change are always blowing, and every time I try to stay, the winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away. To all the girls we've loved before, who have traveled in and out our doors, we're glad they came along. We dedicate this song to all the girls we loved before. To all the girls we've loved before, who have traveled in and out our doors, we're glad they came along. We dedicate this song to all the girls we loved before.
Yeah, all right.
Beautiful, boys, beautiful. So tell us what that song means to you guys.
Well, personally, it's my favorite of all the songs we've done so far, so I would put that on the top of my charts for now.
Bo?
Yeah, I think it that story is part of our lives. I think that's a life story that we have lived, and that we appreciate it. We sang it with. That's a beautiful rendition. How we blended that thing pretty nice.
I like the
So
modulations
I
in
would
your
have
song.
to say,
When you modulate your songs like that, I think it's wonderful. That puts a lot of style to it.
yeah. Ken, I know you know about inharmonic tones because I've heard you sing it.
Oh, you heard me singing with you just now?
Wolf and I's voices. Yeah. Wolf and I's voices, we just found that they complement one another so well. We let the song dictate the direction and let the music be king. And it's like a river. We just jump in, let that flow take us. And so far, it's taken us down the river, and we're pretty pleased with the direction it's going. We aim to do a lot of beautiful music for people. That some of it lost and some of it original. So we'll see what the future holds, but it looks awfully bright. Wolf and I have dedicated ourselves to be the best male duo in the country, and we'll go multi-genre if we have to. Nothing can stop us now.
Yeah, what
I
I've
love
heard so
that.
far, I think you're going in the right direction for sure.
I love it.
Yeah, I do
That's
too.
so
Well, you-
cool.
Well, Ken, Ken, you know yourself, you sang with different people over the years, and, you tried different combinations, whatever. And I said to Bo one day, where have you been all my life? I could not find the right singer to share a song with. And then Bo, he got a hold of me one day, and the rest is history.
That's right. You have to match. You have to be
Yes,
together.
yes.
Your minds have to be going in the right direction. And so what I've heard from you fellows, I'm going to tell you what, you're doing a great job. So don't stop. Just keep going. Don't stop. Don't let anybody criticize anything you do. A critic is a sick person. They don't understand the music to begin with,
And usually not a musician.
Exactly. So, never let a critic bother you. Just go on with what you're doing. You're doing a great job, especially when you satisfy yourself. That's the biggest step you can make. So just keep doing what you're doing, and you guys are not going to have any trouble down the road.
God bless you, Ken.
Thank you,
God
Ken.
bless
That's
you.
high praise. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
See,
You're
that's
welcome.
coming from a singer, musician, songwriter. I can't really say what he just said. I could just say, wow, you guys are awesome.
Doing a
Right?
great
Yeah,
job,
but
man.
it does mean more. It does mean it strikes a deep note in you when it comes from your peers
Yes.
or those who you aspire to become as.
Yes. Beautiful.
Just keep on going. I tell my audience, I'm going to be 80 years old, and I'm going to do this another 80 years, and I hope they're all here with me with their walkers and oxygen tanks and whatever it takes to get in to see me. But I'll
Well, Dust, you sound and look 80 years young.
Well, I feel good. I'm pretty healthy so far and stuff like that. And, wife keeps me busy around the house, doing the lawn work and all that stuff. And so I don't get in rocking chairs. I just I do my thing, stay healthy. So, and you guys look like you're in pretty good
Let's
shape.
get you singing some more, man. Wolf and I would be glad to jump on board.
Well, I'm going to play a few of my songs on the show that I do with Jerry, and I hope you guys tune in and call in. And
They can't
you know
call
we
in,
will.
but they can tune in. We don't have that right now at that.
Oh, we don't have that right
Right.
now, but kind of let me know how what you think. The special song I want to send you anyway, so I think you'll like that. But the things you guys are doing, I love listening to you, and the songs you picked out to do are well-known tunes, and you're picking the right stuff out. So I don't think you guys have anything to worry about. Just go on and do it.
Well, I thank you very much,
Thank you,
Ken. That's
Ken.
a great endorsement coming from you, man. Thank you
got
so
it,
much.
I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't think
That's,
it. I won't do
Man,
I don't
that's
give
great.
folks hope. I just think you guys got to go in the right direction. So just keep right on going.
Thank you.
Pleasing me.
and what we did now, Ken, we've added a signature sign off where every song we do from now on, we'll have them horses galloping and then howling at the end so people know it is.
There you go. You can talk about horses now. Yeah, I love horses, but I can't get around them. They bite me. I could be sitting in the saddle and a horse turn his head around and bite me on the leg, or they sneak up behind me. They don't bite like a dog. They pinch you with the teeth,
Yeah.
and it sends me almost all the way to the moon. Have you ever been bitten by a horse? That's the worst feeling in the world. I'd rather get hit in the head with a
I've been
bat.
shot to the moon.
Oh boy, get your attention.
I've been shot to the moon a few times.
Okay.
So, boys, we have a few minutes left, but I want you guys to take the mic because I don't want you to think you forgot to say anything important. So, Wolf, you take the mic first and tell everybody listening anything that you might have forgotten or you want to say. The mic is yours.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you both. It's been an honor being on your show. And with Bill in the background, that's pretty good. Just kidding, Ruben. But no, it's been very fun. And Bo and I just came back from Atlanta, Georgia for the ISIS Country Music Awards. And, I was fortunate to win 2 awards, which I'm very proud and honored of. And there's more good things in the future coming from Bo and I. So, like he just told you about our signature to win our songs now. So we're going to come up with some merchandising sales pitches that we've talked about over the weekend. Different ideas, and hopefully, Bo and I can really put an indent into the music industry, and with with our voices blending as well as they are, it's gelling, and it's really rewarding. And again, I thank you both, and really glad to meet you there, Ken.
My pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you two guys, and I think I could have a lot of fun with you two. You just look like
yeah.
you'd be a blast. So maybe someday we can get together and do a country song. You got it.
Yeah, as long as if we can convince you to wear some spandex in a video, and
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, and a cowboy hat. Come on. But wait, Wolf,
And a
when
cowboy hat.
you mentioned all your social medias, did you mention Facebook earlier? You're on Facebook,
easy.
correct?
Oh yeah, Yeah.
Okay, just tell everyone, spell your name for them.
My name is WOLFE, Wolf, the E is silent, Milestone, Milestone, just like the restaurants, but no relation.
There you go. Thank you, Wolf. Now, Bo, the mic is yours. Take a couple minutes. If you forgot to say anything, tell everybody anything you'd like to say. And again, your social medias as well.
Well, thank you. Years ago, I thought we had given up singing music, and my mother, as I told you about before, was passing away and told me I was being selfish by not sharing my gift with the world again. So about 10 years ago, I started singing, and we started producing a lot of music during the COVID. In fact, we started doing a lot of multi-genre stuff. I mentioned about doing Soul Cowboy and all Motown thing. We did half a dozen country and Western albums, and then we started doing a bunch of Broadway Hoss series where I sing all of those classics. And then it evolved into where we did an album with 9 artists from 6 countries called Broadway Maybes, singing movie scores and those things. And then our good friend Roland Jewett, who's an amazing, amazing person, he and I just finished an album called Croonin' and Swoonin', where we don the tuxedos and do, Bob Goulet, Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, Andy Williams, and that's going over big. It's a huge thing. Now, I don't want to leave out my wife, the amazing Cindy Lou. She's a duet stealer. You got to watch her. Her and Wolf just did a duet called Southern California. You gotta look it up. Go to our YouTube page or our Facebook pages, and she and Wolf did that song Southern California, and Wolf can tell you the story. It's an amazing story about that song, and it went to #1 on the international charts the second day that it was posted. And they're playing that song from Australia to the UK and beyond right now. So yeah, we have a lot of work in front of us, a lot of fun, Ken, like you said, and that's where it is, isn't it? When you're collaborating with people you love, doing the music you love, and that you find out that people that love it, I mean, that's as rewarding as applause. So
That's what it's all about.
I guess that's what I got to say for now, other than cannot believe what an honor it was to be with you, Ken Brady, and Geri Petito on your show with my brother from another mother, Wolf Milestone.
So, Bo, spell your name for everyone on Facebook.
Yeah, it's Bo, B-O, and then Hoss, H-O-S-S.
Beautiful.
I don't quite have the personality of Hoss card right, but I'm more like Crazy Guggenheim on the old Jackie Gleason show. and then bust out a song.
Yeah.
So, your mom was right. You would be selfish if you didn't give everyone your gift. I have a poem in my book called Utilizing Gifts and Talents, and there's a piece in there that I've written that said, once your gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves, because you got to give back. That, we're all born with talents, right, and gifts, and it's not just about ourselves. So you have to share them, and I'm so happy your mom said that to you. God rest her soul. So I want to.
Talents are like trophies. You can't keep them in the basement and nobody sees them. You have to share that with people for other people. It's really what it comes down to. We weren't given gifts to keep to ourselves and count like
That's
money.
right. That's right. So I want to thank both of you boys, my cowboys. Honey, my cowboys. Girls love cowboys, just saying. So I want to thank both you cowboys for this incredible show. And I am so excited I'm going to be talking about the show now, because Ken said to me, they'll probably know my song because also a country singer sang it. He didn't think you knew him and his song and sang it,
Yeah,
okay?
surprise.
How cool is that? All right? So you guys made our day as well. So thank
That's
you.
quite the treat.
Such a
Right?
pleasure. Such a
So
pleasure
cool.
to meet both of you.
So thank you. Keep me posted
Pleasure was
again.
mine.
It's not going to end here. Keep me posted again, and when you're up for more awards, share them and let me know. And I love you guys. Thank you.
Get on your phones and don't forget this. My show's coming up here. What time is it?
Soon, we're going to set up and start. So look for it around 4:40-ish. Okay? 4:30, 4:40, 4:45, something like that.
Yeah, we wouldn't miss it.
All right,
Okay.
good deal.
Start
And I will
start
be in touch with you guys.
start checking around 4:30-ish, 4:35, okay? So,
Good, Ken, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Ruben, take us
Hey.
out. I mean, Billy, take us out.
Billy.
Hasta luego, compadres.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is it really true? Is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.